First and foremost, we want to thank the Abemmi Association for the opportunity to be here to talk about global mobility and innovation during the pandemic. To kick off, my name is Sean Collazos. I'm the CEO of Premier Destination Services. We are an immigration and relocation solutions company covering 32 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. As part of our 20th year anniversary, we were definitely hit strong with COVID. So this is absolutely a great topic for us to bring to the table to see how different companies around the world, and especially in our region, have dealt with the business aspect of being able to continue to deliver service excellence, continue to innovate within their companies, and be able to manage within their teams, given that the majority are now working from home. So to join us in the conversation, we have Malu López-Llamozas from Wyker Workforce Mobility.
Thank you, Sean. Again, my name is Malu López-Llamozas, and I am the Client Service Director responsible for the Wyker LATAM Center of Excellence. And I oversee the legendary service delivery in LATAM and the Caribbean region. I've been with Wyker for 14 years, and I'm in love with the relocation world. I have relocated myself internationally and domestically with kids and pets. So that's allowed me to be extremely empathetic with our clients. And so thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank you for joining us. So let's get started. In your role, you have a lot of direct contact with corporate clients moving around the world. So what would you say is their biggest concern, let's say the start of the pandemic, mid-pandemic, and now moving into the future?
Of course. Thank you for the question. So I think at the very beginning, it was a discovery for everybody. Nobody had a clear idea of what it was best for the employees and their companies. And we have been progressing, discovering new ways to provide services. We have included a lot of virtual scope and assistance of services, and we can talk a little bit about that as well. And, finding ways to offer a sense of safetiness for employees and clients during COVID era, provide peace of mind to the clients and the employees, and also allowed new ways to process services, like, for example, the exploratory benefit, because of the many restrictions we have right now with traveling. Virtually, assistance has become one of the favorite ones.
Absolutely. And, from the relocation side, and definitely in our interaction on a day-to-day basis, we definitely see the same, how virtual scopes, virtual assistants, how we can continue delivering services, maybe even while the assignees aren't in country. So what challenges do you see that may provide for an assignee transitioning to a more virtual scope than, let's say, face-to-face?
I will say right now we have a combination of young generation as well as not too young ones, and not everybody is techie savvy. So it's taking time for some individuals to be more, to learn more technology and to feel more that they can do and follow the new ways to do things, to be virtual. I know Premier as well as Wyker, it's becoming more virtual, and it's offering automatization of processes throughout our systems. And so it's just a matter of being patient, being consistent, and helping individuals to learn how to navigate throughout the new technology.
Absolutely. Would you say the perspective from the corporate client is that delivering virtual scopes is, let's say, easier than delivering face-to-face?
I will say it's challenging. It depends on the service, and it depends on the customer. Some people is going to feel very happy to have this opportunity to do a lot of virtual stuff, and some others that are more that like more the face-to-face engagement, they would prefer to go back to the old ways. Like, for example, if I'm going to rent a house, I would like to see the house myself. Maybe a younger individual will be okay with just looking at a video.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we've seen all different types of requests with virtual scopes, and how many clients are looking to get ahead of the game to see how they can adapt while all of us are going through this. And the delivery on the ground definitely also presents some challenges. So let's say, as you were mentioning, just looking at a new home just from a video, right? We need to account for the fact that we need to go to the property, take the video, edit, put the music, in many instances, put subtitles, ensuring that we're taking into account not just the unit or the home, but the surroundings, the buildings, the entire community. So it definitely does present some challenges for some assignees, because when they're in country and they're able to partake in their home finding programs, they can get the sense of the feel and the energy of not just the unit, but the entire environment.
Exactly. And again, we're gonna, I think we're gonna continue to see individuals that will prefer to go back to always face-to-face, and we're gonna be servicing individuals, I will say more the young generation, that feel so much comfortable with just following a video or reading a document online, or doing a more virtual process and receiving services virtually. So we'll see how it develops more and with the post-COVID situation.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that we'll all need to continue to adapt to managing the different types of scopes and see what plays out into the future. So you touched on an excellent topic regarding technology, let's say automation of processes. How do you see that interacting with what's going on right now in COVID?
Sure. So just to give you an example and talk a little bit about what Wiker has come up with during this COVID moments and situation. We have recently introduced our new web app called Smart Trip. The Smart Trip just recently has been launched. And as I mentioned, it's a web-based application that can be also downloaded in your cell phone, and basically provides the client simplify the process of immigration, tax, and duty of care risk for the business travelers. I know that there are some individuals that are completely all the time from back-to-back short-term assignments, and they're most known as business travelers. And there is right now during COVID times, even a higher risk of them not being in compliance with regulations, and right now also with requirements through COVID times. So we are presenting Smart Trip as a solution to our current clients and also new prospects. And it's, everybody's very happy to see that we are thinking ahead and, providing solutions to this situation.
Absolutely. And I think, companies all around the world were, and especially as now everything is globalizing, finding the way to remain, let's say, on this on live status, right? For immediate updates, information at your fingertips, has caused for all of us to start investing in more technology, investing in applications. Let's say even with Premier, we're actually introducing to market our proprietary technology, Violet, where from a customer experience perspective, we're going to be giving the assignees all of their local processes for immigration, as well as the statuses of their visas and that of theirs and their family, and how they can have more control on the relocation side to the service status of where they are during their home finding, their schooling process for their children, and ensuring that they have at their fingertips all the information of the city that they're moving to. So we're really looking forward to hearing more about Smart Trip and seeing how that's going to be working with your clients.
Awesome. And, I can wait to start hearing as well feedback about Violet.
We're excited.
I know.
So, we've talked virtual scopes, technology, but really thinking about, what's behind all of this is our people, right? Everyone that is working day to day to ensure that everything is still running smoothly. So how would you say that with the majority of, let's say, the workforce working from home has affected, let's say, either your business or, let's say, business in general during COVID?
So we're introducing a lot of e-learning and hiring training to our people. All type of topics are available because, as I was mentioned before, Sean, we have as well on the colleague side, the younger generation that it's very familiar with all these new apps and features that we have to use to connect each other, like Zoom, Teams, Skype, and but we have others that are not as savvy as we would like to. So we are making sure that everybody feels comfortable, that everybody receives the proper training. That is with regards to educating our teams, right? But we are also very on top of the wellness program and life balance, because from one day to another, everyone was asked to go home and work from home. And become virtual. And that was well accepted by some, and others do miss to be in the office. So we have come up with wellness plans to ensure everybody's happy and everybody, have the support that they need.
Absolutely, and incredible that you mentioned the wellness plans, because let's say the word is, when you're working from home, you work more. So also needing to worry about, or let's say take into consideration, mental health, wellness programs, how to keep positivity and morale high when everyone is, let's say, almost working individually. So although there's still connections virtually and with Teams and with Zoom, how would you say the employee and the team member is able to remain connected with the brand culture?
Sure. So we have to come up with ideas and be able to celebrate with them, right? All the success, not just the working success, but also the personal success via online. So we have put together some meetings to not just talk about ourselves, but also celebrate birthdays. For example, we have some virtual teas and virtual coffee breaks, and I guess everybody is more open to turn on cameras, which was like a myth before. Everybody's camera ready. You are completely right. I truly believe that working from home has made us work a little bit more, because then we don't have like that break time when we have to get ready to go to the office and then be back home. But we have to be very alert of how do we balance, life and work, and come up with ideas to maintain the good cultural, but at the same time, happy employees.
Absolutely. So Workit has been one of our longest standing partners, and we thank you so much for all of the opportunity that you've given us throughout the entire region. So I would say a final question for you: how would you see, let's say, in a post-pandemic period, the shift of perspective, either from the assignee, from the client, from delivery on the ground, that may need to happen as service delivery continues in the future?
That's an excellent question, Sean. I think a lot of our services, they need to now be revised, right? They have to include COVID topics, especially for international individuals that move around countries, because something that they are used to in their home country or in the country of assignment at that moment might be completely different in the new place they go. So the COVID topic needs to be included in all our conversations from day one, and placing expectations as they need to be. explaining differences between home country and host country, and explaining requirements about COVID-specific safetiness in the countries, and making COVID a general topic to our conversation with our clients, to our conversation with our customers, making sure that our partners and ourselves, we speak the same language. We have the same goal at the end of the day, and it's to provide the best experience ever throughout a relocation, which is very hard. I've heard once that there are the most three difficult things in life. One, it's the death of a family member. The other one, it's a divorce. And the third one is relocating from a country to country. So it is a very stressful time. And that's when our empathy comes to the first place, and our knowledge, and setting expectations. So COVID needs to be part of our conversation going forward. I mean, I know it is already, and as things progress and change, because they are changing on a daily basis, we need to be on top of news and be able to be as much consultative as possible. And I have no doubt that Guaycar and Premier will be the team A on that delivery service.
Absolutely. Malu, thank you again so much. You have been wonderful. And thank you for joining us on this topic for innovation during the pandemic. And thank you to the AbemmiCast Association for the opportunity in this platform to be able to communicate. Thank you again so much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Sean. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.